and welcome to the Fashion TV Network. Today's show, My Designer Life, featuring the extraordinary designer, Mr. Larry Chambliss, and his brand, June 8th, New York, only on the Fashion TV Network, FNTV. Hello, and welcome back to this second episode of My Designer Life on the Fashion TV Network. This might only be the second episode of My Designer Life, but if you've been watching the Fashion TV Network, you know that there's so many other shows, and we're excited to join the network. Today's guest is an extraordinary man. He has won such awards as Harlem's Fashion Emerging Designer. He'll tell us more about that and say it correctly, I'm sure. Along with just how he started as a stylist and really knew that it was more designing that he wanted to be in and grow. I'm very excited to introduce you to him. He has a smile that will make you swoon. Without further ado, Mr. Larry Chambliss. Hi, welcome to the show.
How y'all doing?
We're great. We are. Thank you so much for joining us. First, I love your jacket, the vest. Is that one of yours?
Yes, this is one of my first men pieces that I'm working on. So that also has, just to show you the back.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's incredible. That has a lot of work goes into it. Is the black hoodie part of it?
The hoodie, no, but it is one of my, it has my 8 on it.
Oh, that's nice. I love it. And speaking of the 8, June 8th, New York is your clothing brand. Am I saying that right? Or is it June 8th NY? Like, how do you say it?
So it's pretty much just June 8th. The NY is just because that's what I'm located. But I got the June 8th for my birthday. So I'm born June 8th. I'm a Gemini. So I just went with the idea of using my birthday as my brand because I feel like my birthday is special. It's a holiday. So it's like, why not?
Right. And you know what? We have 4 kids, and I celebrate their birthdays not on the day, but like a week before, a week after. It gets to be a little much, but right. It's like you're just such a unique person. You deserve more than just one day. So you're giving yourself an entire year round to celebrate you and really celebrate other people, which is what you do. And you also mentioned menswear, and one of your first pieces that I don't know if many people are aware of this, but you really have focused on women's wear, and it's just beautiful what you're doing for the industry. And now you're going to start menswear. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, super exciting. We're going to bring up this. Yeah, right here. This is great. We did go to slide 4 on accident, but that's all right. This is just awesome as well. I read that, like you said, you created the brand to 2020 or 220, right? And I think numbers are really important for you.
Yes, they are. And I'm looking at it right now, and it's like 222. Like, I don't want to get too into it, but it's like we got the 2 p.m. time.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, that's right. 2 p.m. Eastern. That's so cool. Tell us about these dresses, and it looks like a 2-piece. These are part of your current collection. And also, how did you go from being a stylist to a designer?
Okay, so pretty much I started back in 2016 as like a stylist, and I was just working alongside like a celebrity stylist as well. Like I was like the assistant. And like as going through that journey, I realized like it was like something I didn't want to do. It wasn't for me as I thought it would be because I love fashion. I thought that would be the way I would get into it.
Right.
Because in high school, I used to style my friends for their prom and like dress them. So I thought the stylist was the route I wanted to go.
Which is fun, Larry, right? Like,
fun.
I mean, not only do my friends and family, but I mean, I get a lot of texts every day simply saying, does this go together? What about this? I mean, styling is fun, but it's a big job. And at the end of the day, you are promoting other people's work.
Yeah. And it's a big job. Like, it's a lot that you have to do. Like, one time I was out for like 8 hours just sourcing clothes and earrings, so much stuff. And I was like, oh, this is like maybe not what I thought it would be.
Right.
So after that, I started working with at that time, I had a partner and we had our own, and we was working together for like 3 years. And when I was working with them, I was just like the operational side of things. Like I was just making sure we was in gigs and like promoting the brand and like operations sides of it.
Mhm.
So we shortly ended in like 2019, and then you see I started in February. So that's when I started my own brand.
Right.
Because I started getting ideas of like sketches and drawings, and I'm like, oh my God, I can actually design now. So let me get into it. This is how it started for me.
It's exciting to watch someone like you, you know, that doesn't have the per se the college background of designing or, you know, sketching or fashion forecasting, and yet I want to put this up here that you are so resilient and persevere that you are the winner of the Harlem Fashion Week Emerging Designer of the Year.
Yes, the competition.
We know Harlem Fashion Week. They approach the network, the TV network, every year. It's really exciting to see that you won this.
Yes, it was really like, it was a moment where I was like, I can't stop. Like, this is clearly.
This is it.
It was like, keep going. It was very motivational, and it made me feel like I'm finally being seen and heard on like what I've been putting out.
Yeah, absolutely. What took you to decide to do women's wear? Tell our viewers, you know, why did you decide to start with and grow and you know, win such a prestigious award with Harlem Fashion Week with women's wear?
Yes, so I went with women's wear because I feel like women have a different type of confidence, and they just have a different type of fun side to them. And I feel like that would have been fun for me to take into like drawing and sketching, like the confidence and then having the fun. So that's like you see a lot in my designs where it's like the fabric will be printed or like the cutouts. So it's just fun and like, and just put a woman out there and have confidence, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is what you've been doing. It's exciting to see so much of your work. And we do have some videos we're going to play as well. After this commercial break, I want to take all the viewers with you to tell us what's coming up. What do you have in store for us? And we'll do that right after this commercial break.
Omar, look. Omar, check this out. Hi, yeah, I was calling to see if you do laser hair removal for men. Notice that my hips are off the ground? And then I'm gonna pike my hips back into downward dog. Hey, the rain stopped.
A bad day on the road still beats a good one off it.
Tell me about that dental procedure again! I can still taste it in my mouth.
Progressive helps keep you out there.
That is the best commercial, I think. Oh, it's a great commercial. So thank you, Progressive. You know, you're living your most authentic life. And I think it's very, you know, it's very inspiring to watch you do so. So tell us what is in store? What can we watch and what's coming with your designs?
So what is coming, I'm going to say I'm going to get more into like streetwear. I'm going to like get more edgy.
Oh, cool.
Edgy side, but also working on men's. Like men's is something that I'm really interested in getting into. Like I'm really excited for like the men wear that I haven't designed. I feel like I'm gonna put a little change on the men's wear. Like I do believe like what took me so long to get into men's wear is because I felt like men's clothing was like, it just wasn't interesting. There wasn't no pop. And like when I go shopping, some of my pieces do be from the women's section because it's a little more fun. Right. So I do feel like I'm gonna bring just that edgy side to like the menswear and change it up a little bit. So I think that's what's next for me, and a few more fashion shows to showcase.
Oh, it's exciting. Menswear is in need of a large transformation. They need, you know, that side of the industry does need a lot of help. So it's exciting that you're going to be helping do that, I must say. We're going to play one of your videos here real quick because you've got that smile and you are so great, you know, in a very respectful way with all the women at the fashion shows. So let's watch one of these. It's really cool.
Pretty on the day-to-day. Say it's giving bad, bitch, she gon' pay today. Like I'm really God's gift, bitch, you pray today. Move a mountain for me, nigga, better make a way. 30,000 feet up on a jet, we on vacay. This a private condo villa, we in J.A. Everything I gotta do for real, never play. You bitches can't do it how I do it, cause we're not the same. Knock, knock. In Jamaica and I'm with the top shot. Daddy lay back while I'm giving top. And he say I'm going stupid, shit, my jaw might lock. Knock, knock. Bitch, I'm by the palm trees in the rocks. Acting bad, hit him with the wop wop. Daddy say he got me put up, I be in the top spots. And we both go together. Real bad, this my man, get me wetter. Do him so good, I'm soaking up his sweater. Say his last bitch is whack and I'm better. Nigga about to put me on his header. I'm a one-on-one, I swear these bitches, they can never. I just make him come and I ain't putting in no effort. My daddy not a bum, they know that nigga, he a stepper. He put me up in different climates, different weather. I know if I want it, he go get it, it's whatever. Bitch, you know I'm pressure, I would never be a regular. Like you see the way I look.
Wow, look at that. You know, I mean, it's really cool. Do all of your women's wear brand, like the whole design, the collection, have cutouts? Is that kind of more what you're known for?
Yeah, that's kind of my thing, like the cutouts and like the prints on the fabric.
And are you making the prints on your fabrics?
Oh, I've been finding the good fabrics.
You're what?
I've been finding them in the city.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, believe it or not, one of my specialties all these years is custom making prints, printed fabric. I'll teach you sometime. It's really cool.
That's so dope.
It is. It's so cool. Like, you know, to be able to take like architecture, maybe something I see in the city, right? And a building in New York, or just some sort of cool graffiti, and then I can turn it into a really cool print and on fabric. So yeah.
I like that.
It's very cool. One of the other things that you mentioned to us was that you just really want to change and stop the separation between plus sizes and maybe typical women's wear. You know, and I think that's such a great idea. How would you go about doing that, though? Would you take a brand that, you know, has 0 to 12 and make it 0 to 24?
I mean, I think every brand should honestly have plus size in their collection. Like,
right.
It's no question asked. And I also think that I see a lot when people do plus size, like they would change the collection from like the women's straight size to like a different pieces, or the fabric would be different. And I feel like everything should be the same. Like, even when it's like small, medium, large, 2X, it should just go straight up. It shouldn't be like small, medium, large, and then it's like plus size over here. Like, it should just go straight through. Like, it's women are women. I don't understand like why the separation is happening.
Ah, that's very interesting. And it might happen, right? It could even be like some sort of requirement that the industry has to conform to. But what's interesting about that is our TV network just launched the first ever plus size TV show called The Plus Side of Sewing. And one of the things that she does talk about, and we'll show all the viewers in the next, 8 to 10 more episodes this season, is that some fabrics, though, are better made to, enhance a busty woman or a large booty. And I think there's something to say about that. But taking with what you said, it is the inclusivity and being able to not hinder anyone into not being able to go into a specific store, for example.
Yeah, keep everyone together.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's really cool. We're going to watch a video again in just a minute. And after this break, we're going to take some questions that are coming in. So stay with us and please send us a couple comments or questions before we get back after this commercial break. We'll be right back with Larry Chambliss.
There's a couple things I'd like to say to you. After all the crazy things that we've been through, I needed you in the dead of night, the wake of the day, first broken light. And blind I'd follow you. I never realized how much I needed you.
Comfort. What we deliver by delivering.
Hey, and welcome welcome back. We're talking with June 8th New York clothing brand creator, Mr. Larry Chambliss. Thank you for watching My Designer Life, episode 2. We do have some questions. Okay, Larry, we're going to see what these say. Let's see here. Okay. How about this one? Where can I buy your collections? Trish. Thanks, Trish.
Yes, so it's going to be shopjune8th.ny at shopify.com. And it's also in the link in my bio on my page.
Perfect. And that is where we're sending people. So watching the TV show now, you can go to the bottom of the episode and you'll find his links directly to Larry's brand and his design homepage. Here's another one. Let's see. It says, how do you decide what colors and prints to work with? Do you make a collection with the sketch first or fabric first? Cramden. That's a great question.
Yes. Oh, all right. So I sketch first and then find fabric. But fabric, I would be in there looking for like the collection I have at hand with the fabric I'm going to get. And I was fabric in there that I catch my interest. And it could be as well.
That makes sense.
But when I pick my fabrics and stuff, it's really based on what I'm drawn to. Like it has to call me to be like, yeah, that's me. Like I see myself in that.
I think that's very important for any designer to be able to say, I'm wearing my own brand. If you're not wearing your brand, then why are you designing it, right? There's one more question. I think this is another great question. What items in menswear will you first make? Thank you, Hayden.
So the first items I would make would be like this varsity jacket here. And also, I would make a sweatsuit set, but it's going to be a real spin on the sweatsuit.
Ooh, a spin. All right. Well, that's exciting. You guys, if you have time, go ahead and send us a few more commercials. We'll try to take those before the show ends. I really do want to play one more video because you just have such an aura about you, to be honest, when you're doing your shows. So let's take a look at this. And I'm being told to preface this with there might be some language that could be troublesome to some, but it's the fashion industry, so you shouldn't be watching. Hang tight. Here's a video. Oh, I don't know why it's not playing. Hang on. Uh-oh. Okay. It didn't play for some reason. Let me try one more time, guys. That's odd. It normally doesn't do that. But we have a lot of your videos up on the page as well. So it's great. So are you going to do the Harlem Fashion Week again?
Yes, I'm aiming to do it again this season. Yes. And I want to do the emerging competition again, but I want to do it with my men's line. So
very smart. You could be like back-to-back winner.
Yes, that's like one of my hopefully.
I think that's really brilliant. I love that. Yeah. And as we're kind of getting towards the end of the show, I want you to tell all of our viewers about where you see yourself, right, in 5 years.
Okay. Yeah, so where I see myself in 5 years, honestly, I see myself having like a store, hopefully. But my goal is to really be legendary. Like I want my brand to be really big and like I want it to be a household name. So like the goal. So as long as it takes, each stepping stone would be like a part of the story. So I'm just happy with it.
I love that. Now, are you going to be more like a Supreme brand where each item, especially for the menswear, is really expensive because it's you only make, a 1, 2, 2, 1 or, so small, 2 medium, 1 large, or are you going to have it be more accessible?
I want to be more accessible.
That's good.
Yeah.
The story of Supreme is really interesting, by the way. It didn't take off until about 25 years, literally, after it started in Japan. Everyone thought it just started here and it was boom. But no, I mean, he started just like you and most of us. And then he grew into more of a skateboard brand, and then it grew, and it took 2 decades before he brought it to the US. And then changed his he pivoted basically and changed his, plan of attack, I guess, and barely makes an item, which is why it's so expensive. So it is interesting, I have to say. Have you had, speaking of pivoting, right? It's something that we all do in this industry, whether you're a designer for 25 years and pivot to do something else. Do you have a moment that you remember pivoting for the industry?
And like when I started back in 2016, like when I had my brand, my first brand, I feel like that moment for me was like, are you really gonna be into this? Like, are you really hot, passionate, involved in this? And like that was the moment I realized, like, yes, I want to do it. So I feel like that was my pivotal moment.
That makes a lot of sense because you had to overcome a brand, and then I read about a little bit of a partnership that wasn't working out, and instead of just stopping, you created your new brand, which isn't so new anymore, but it's really starting to take off. And you're living your most authentic life, which is, I think, incredibly important.
Yes.
It's awesome. Larry, it's been such a pleasure having you today. I hope that you've had some fun, and I'm excited to, continue to share your brand with our viewers. And we'd love to do so more and more. So we might see you around again. But for today, thank you so much. Yeah, this has been so great. We love to give designers a place that they can come and just talk about how they got there and what's to come and what got them to where they are now, because everybody's story is so unique.
Yes, this is a wonderful platform to share your story.
Thank you. Well, we're excited. And everyone that's watching, you can watch this episode of My Designer Life on FNTV Replay. It will be there for the rest of the season. For all season 1, you can just pop on over to the network, thefntv.com, click on My Designer Life page, and then on episode 2 for Larry. Thank you so much again. It was awesome. And for everyone, we hope we'll see you this week. We've got several more shows, of course, this week and every day. So continue to watch. Thanks, Larry. Have a great day.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Home. It's more than just coordinates on a map. More than just shelter. It's a sense of purpose. It's a sanctuary. It tells a story of connection, a story of community. We believe that story begins with a simple philosophy. Wellness matters. There is no knowledge so hard to acquire, and none so worthy of pursuit. Balance, harmony, serenity, the layers of a life well lived, and a story well told.